Ladies and gentlemen, the athletics department at Hope College is committed to good sportsmanship and developing healthy environments for competition. We believe the opportunity to represent Hope College is a privilege which is accompanied by the responsibility to behave with dignity in class and on and off the court. Student athletes and athletic department personnel representing Hope College are expected to conduct themselves in such a manner to represent the highest level of honor and observe the tenets of good sportsmanship, honesty, fairness, dignity, stability, and respect. Hope College and Kalamazoo College have many proud traditions, but poor sportsmanship is not one of them. The student athletes' involvement in intercollegiate activities contributes to the development of their core values of fairness, integrity, honesty, and respect.
These values are an integral part of the competitive yet positive game environment. Hope College, Kalamazoo College, the MIAA, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by its student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Profanity, racist or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at student athletes, coaches, officials, or other fans is not permitted and will not be tolerated. As always, we remind you, be loud, be proud, and be positive.
Just let me coach ya, show you about my culture. It's a late night show like Coke now. Party ain't over. Go ham in here and grab your friend by the hand. Let me know this shit down. Body like playmate of the year. I might make that play of the year. I already know that we gon' play fair, but I think that you and your girl, could you give me some of that? We stand out till the sun up, twisted and burned up. Ain't nobody stop us. Like these, if she only like the guap red light. Why would I waste my time on a shorty that don't got me on the front of a mind? Especially when you get design and I want it down. And the Billy came with the wings like a number 9. Yeah, come through, just us two. I like it cause you cut how I'm cut too. Come through, just us two. I like it cause you cut how I'm cut too. Hey, she wanna.
As always, we are so very excited to have you here back at the Voss Fieldhouse. But please, if you would, make sure your mask is on at all times and properly worn over your nose and mouth throughout your visit here today. As always, we thank you for ensuring a safe environment for the staff, for the officials, for the coaches, and especially the players. Thank you.
25-mile water. I lands down on my son, on my dog. I had the Draco with me, Dwayne Carter. A lot of out here playing that. I done put my whole arm in the rim, this cup, yeah, and I know people get a key for the pop. Barely seen the double C's, I'm up. Gotta put that little like a little she a model. Got the pink slip up, ski list. Coming, I'm about to get the key to the city. Patty, like the city. Forgetting how to coupe at the lot. Told him 12 swat, busting all the bells out the box. I just hit the link with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole field, I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, we been tripping like baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you settled right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero down, get my baby 30
Bryce Robinson to the scorer's table, please. Bryce Robinson to the scorer's table, please. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin today's game, we do have once again another announcement regarding the COVID situation. Again, please, we are very happy to have you here at DeVos Fieldhouse, but again, please wear your mask at all times and properly wear it over your nose and mouth throughout your visit here today. As always, we thank you for ensuring a safe environment for the staff, for the officials, the coaches, and of course, the players. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin today's game, the Hope College men's basketball program is honoring 3 seniors who have made their mark on this college as well as our basketball program. Together, they have led Hope to an MIAA regular season championship this season and a 52-26 overall record heading into today's game. We would like to thank them and their families for their commitment to Hope College. First, number 14, Tyler George. Tyler is from Ada, Michigan. He is a business major, and he is accompanied by his parents, Ken and May. Tyler is averaging 9.6 points per game during his career, and he has started 40 games and appeared in 71 since he was a freshman. As a junior, he received all MIAA second-team honors from the league's coaches. Head coach Greg Mitchell says, Ty has been a lethal sharpshooter for the Dutchman and one of the best three-point shooters in the MIAA the last 3 seasons. His toughness and resilience helped him battle back from a stress fracture earlier this season, just in time to give us the perimeter scoring needed to help lead us to a championship. A 3-year captain, Ty is considering several career options, including exploring the coaching profession. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tyler George. Next, number 15, Joshua Lilja. Josh is from Libertyville, Illinois. He is a business major, and he is accompanied by his parents, David and Gina. Josh has played in 44 games in his career and made 16 starts, all of them this season. He is averaging a career-high 20 minutes per game as a senior. He is registering career highs in points and rebounds this season. Head coach Greg Mitchell says Josh has developed into one of the MIAA's top defensive player and has been assigned the task of guarding the opponent's top perimeter player all season. His disciplined approach to the game, both on the floor and off, have allowed him to evolve into a key contributor to this year's MIAA championship season. Josh is the perfect example of how far a relentless work ethic can take someone. Following graduation, Josh will be pursuing a position in the business field. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joshua Lilja. And finally, number 32, Jeff Bicus. Jeff Bicus is from Hawthorne Hills, Illinois. He is a business major, and he is accompanied by his parents, John and Ann. Jeff is averaging a career-high 11.5 points and 5.2 rebounds per game this season. He has played in 56 games, including 22 starts this season. He made the MIAA Academic Honor Roll in the 2021 season and the 1920 school years. Head coach Greg Mitchell says, as a versatile frontline player, Jeff has evolved into one of the most improved players to wear the orange and blue in recent memory. His off-season commitment and persistence throughout his career at Hope College helped him earn a starting spot this year, where he has found tremendous success around the hoop and outside the arc. He is respected by his teammates because his achievements have been earned through genuine hard work. Following his graduation, Jeff will begin working for the Gallagher Insurance Company in Schaumburg, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff Bicus. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are very proud to honor these very special individuals. These are your three seniors from your Hope College men's basketball team: Jeff Bicus, Josh Lilja, and Tyler George. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome Mr. Bryce Robinson and yours truly. And as always, please feel free to join us if so desired.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College for today's MIAA contest between the Hornets of Kalamazoo College and your Hope College Flying Dutchman. Here are this afternoon's starting lineups. First for the Hornets at one forward, a 6'3" freshman from Miami, Florida, number 22, DJ Courtney. And at one forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'2" senior from Libertyville, Illinois, number 15, Josh Lilja. At one forward for the Hornets, a 6'4" freshman from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, number 33, Josh Decker. And at one forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'4" junior from Okemos, number 24, Evan Thomas. Starting at center for the Hornets, a 6'6" freshman from Boise, Idaho, number 20, Lucas Broadsword. And at center for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'6" senior from Hawthorne Hills, Illinois, number 32, Jeff Bicus. At one guard for the Hornets, a 6'1" sophomore from Manchester, number 3, Ty Horkey. And at one guard for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'11" junior from Zeeland, number 1, Clayton Dykehouse. And at the final guard spot for the Hornets, a 6' junior from Otsego, number 5, Addison Atwater. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'1" senior from Ada, number 14, Tyler George. Kalamazoo College is coached by Nick Giard. Hope College is coached by Greg Mitchell. Your officials this afternoon, Mike Maisner, Mark Barton, and Mike Hillary.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse. My name is Scott Vanderstoop, and we are very excited that you have joined us today for what we hope will be Championship Saturday for the Hope College Flying Dutchman. We know for sure it will be co-championship Saturday, but with a win today, Hope College will finish the MIAA season with a record of 12-2. But they have to first get by the Hornets, are down the M40 neighbors from Kalamazoo College, coming into today's record with an inverse of Hope's record at 2-11. Their victories in the MIAA on the road against Alma and a big on-the-road win against the Comets of Olivet earlier this year. Other than that, they have been winless in the league. They get the tip to start the first half. We're glad you joined us. We know you have a lot of choices, including hosting MIAA swimming down at the Holland Aquatic Center, the women down at Kalamazoo. Lots of great activities, so we're glad that you joined us here. Kalamazoo is led by Ty Horkey, coming into the game averaging over 13 points a game. On the first possession, he travels, and Hope will take over in their backcourt. Tyler George back in the starting lineup on senior day. He went out of the starting lineup after his injury, still playing big and important minutes, particularly in Wednesday's victory against our rivals, the Calvin Knights. Here's Bicus, left side to Thomas. He is checked by Broadsword. In and out, Bicus to Josh Lilja with a three-pointer front of the iron. We are scoreless in the first minute of this game. This is DJ Courtney. Now it's left to Addison Atwater up top. Lucas Broadsword trying to work on Bicus in the paint. He puts it up a little jump hook from 4 feet, and the Hornets are on the board. 2-0. Back the other way, George on the right side. Bicus fakes from 25, leaves for ET on the left. Now they go post to Bicus, crosstown pass to Dykehouse. Good ball movement by Hope. Good defense by the Hornets. Here's Evan Thomas from 22.5 feet. That gives Hope the lead 3-2. Back the other way is Courtney. He's a freshman who came all the way from Miami, Florida. A young man who came north to get a great education at a very fine school in Kalamazoo College. There's a shot by Courtney in front of the rim, and we got our first foul of the day. And it's going to go against Jeff Bicus, says lead official Mike Maisner. And so Kalamazoo will stay in possession of the ball in their front court. Addison Atwater to trigger the baseline throw-in. The junior from Otsego transferring from Kalamazoo Valley Community College. He triggers it to Courtney. They will reset with 20 on the shot clock. Broadsword to Courtney, trying to work baseline, can't do it. Back to Broadsword. He tries to put up a little jump hook. It didn't work. It was the first one was successful. He looks at his hands and kind of wiggles it as if to send a message. I may have been fouled on that. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Kalamazoo. Atwater working on Dykehouse, drives left, and as the shot clock expires, he rolls in a right-hander from the left side. 4-3, Kalamazoo. Ty George lets it go from 24, front of the iron. Evan Thomas with a loose ball rebound. He's looking to reset. Instead, he's going to do what he does best, which is try to work his way in on the dribble. Now he kicks to George. Nice little fake by Tyler George, but he can't get it to go. Here's Ty Horkey, who fires it up ahead to Courtney. Right side working on Bicus. Cross-court pass, way in the corner, a three-pointer by Josh Decker, the first time we've heard his name. The freshman from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Graduate of Woodridge High School. And the Hornets off to an impressive 7-3 lead here early on. We've played almost 3.5. George high post to Bickus, trying to pivot on Atwater. Trying to pivot on Courtney, and he does hit it inside with Bickus's first points of the game. Three-quarter press. George on Atwater. This is Broadsword to Horkey. Back to Atwater. Trying to get it into the post to Lucas Broadsword, the freshman from Boise, Idaho, one of the most beautiful places in this country. Only been there a couple times, but it is a wonderful place to be. Another long-distance recruit for Coach Nick Gerard. Evan Thomas between the legs, turns it over, and back the other way comes Atwater. Hornets with a 2-point lead. Josh Lilja showing his league-leading defense, able to shut him down. Now it's left side. Courtney works it to the basket and then kicks it back out. Ends up in the hands of Ty Horkey for a three-pointer. Well, no one told Kalamazoo they came into this game as a profound and prohibitive underdog and that they were 2-11. Right now they lead 10-5. Impressive start by the Hornets. Bickus and Courtney get tangled up in the post. Bickus retains possession. Tyler George again front of the iron. Put back by Bickus. No, and again he puts it in. He gets a rebound. And gets 2 rebounds and a field goal out of that little series of plays. Back the other way come the Hornets. DJ Courtney. Broadsword. Back to Courtney. Atwater working on George on a screen from Broadsword. Now they get it low post, and as the shot clock expires, Broadsword had a wide open layup, but he couldn't get it to go. Back the other way, Dutch trail by 3. Evan Thomas trying to get Broadsword in the air. He does. Thomas's shot is no good, and his putback is no good. And the ball's going to go off of Hope. It's going to go back the other way to the Hornets. Sam Coleman into the game for the Hornets, a sophomore, 6'4", from San Diego, California, La Jolla Country Day High School. The Hornets recruiting going south and west to pick up their players. Also into the game, Josh Decker was already in. We'll get one other sub for you. Good rebound by Thomas. Back the other way is Dykehouse. Drives the middle. Great pass to Tanner Wiggerink, who just checked in. He can't quite hold on to it. And we have another turnover going back the other way to the Hornets. Kalamazoo leads 7-10. And they have the ball. This is Coleman. Eli Schoonveld also into the game for Hope at that last whistle. Atwater working on Schoonveld. Another great defender in Coach Greg Mitchell's lineup. He and Lilja. Three-pointer is an air ball by Decker, and that's going to be a shot clock violation, and Hope will get the ball back. Nicholas Olameda will come in for the Hornets. He's another freshman. What a young team this Kalamazoo College team is. A 6'2" freshman from St. Clair Shores. TJ McKenzie in for the Dutch as well. Thomas Left-handed dribble to Schoonveld, back to E.T. Working on Gabriel Sharp, who's into the game, and he puts it in, and a little foul at the end on a late whistle, with Evan Thomas with a chance to go to the line to convert a three-point play and tie the game.
First team's first basket was good by number 24, Evan Thomas.
Evan Thomas with 5 of Hope's 9 points so far. Score remains 10-9. Hornets with the lead. Nicholas Olameda working on Schoonveld. A 1 player working against a 2 or a 3 player. Schoonveld had absolutely no problem, even out deep in the front court. This is Ty Horke, who's been in the game the whole time. Nice in and out play, but it was intercepted by the Dutch. Schoonveld comes back the other way, showing his finest point guard skills. Thomas between the rings. Left side, TJ McKenzie. And another turnover by the Dutch. Not the smoothest play by either team right now. And Kalamazoo, with 12:29 to go, has a 1-point lead. Credit to the Hornets. Taking it to the Dutchman early on. This is Coleman. Checked by Wiggering. Rolls to Courtney. Still guarded by Wiggering. And Coleman and now checked by TJ McKenzie. Nice play by Gabriel Sharp. But got his shot distracted by the Hope defense. 3-pointer the other way by Evan Thomas. And that's going to cause a timeout by Kalamazoo. So we've got a full timeout, our first one. Hope with its first lead of the day. They lead 12-10, and we are going to take a break. We're going to hear from the good folks at Lawrence and Vandersward, or perhaps a good video from Hope. Either way, we'll be back in 60 seconds. This is Hope Basketball.
My 32 years, I can look back at clients and realize that when I started with them in my mid-30s, I was one of many professionals in their life. But since then, their doctors retired, their attorneys retired, their ministers retired, all the key people in their life retired, but we're still there. And over time, we end up being very, very close to our clients. It's very hard to talk about your financial history without talking about your family history. We get to know it, we keep it confidential, and you can't help but begin to love these people.
Welcome back to the DeVos Fieldhouse. I am Scott Vandersloot, privileged to bring you the final regular season game for the Hope College men's basketball team. They play the Hornets today. We're about halfway through the first half. Hope with its first lead of the game on that 3-point shot by Evan Thomas. He now has 8 of Hope's 12. And like most of the time Evan Thomas has his points, he always racks up a whole bunch of them. He does it fairly steadily and quietly, as he's done so far in this one. Kalamazoo in possession. DJ Courtney. Now we have Chris Clayton into the game, a 5'11", another freshman. Attended Ann Arbor Skyline High School, but hometown of Bacoa, Philippines. Coach Nick Girard with not only a national, but an international roster. Turnover as McKenzie tried to get it to Thomas and couldn't connect. 12-10. Hope with the lead. Greg Mitchell had an explanation for that turnover, and that was that Evan Thomas was held. He was sharing that hypothesis with lead official Mike Maisner. Mays was unimpressed with the argument, and we're going to go back the other way. Kalamazoo, nice backdoor play by Kalamazoo, but Gabriel Sharp's layup bounces off hard. Back the other way, Thomas, right side to McKenzie for three, and he hits it. TJ McKenzie upping his game and his field goals. I think if you tracked it over time, you would see an impressive increase in his shooting percentage just in the last week or so. And then on the other end, Tanner Wiggerink with a huge block. And Hope comes back the other way, leading by 5. Great defense by Wiggerink. Off the right-hand dribble is McKenzie, but he can't get the layup to go. Back the other way come the Hornets. Top of the circle is Gabriel Sharp. Chris Clayton with the ball. This is a three-pointer by Sharp, no good. Big rebound by McKenzie and back the other way. To Lilja and a little secondary fast break, and he scores and he's fouled. What a great cross-court pass by TJ McKenzie, threading the needle to Josh Lilja. And Hope with a 7-point lead. Thanks to our good replay folks for putting that together, describing it much better than I can. Clayton Dykehouse back in, and Evan Thomas will get his first rest of the game at the 9:50 mark. Hope with Lilja, Bicus, McKenzie, Dykehouse, and George. Lilja completes a three-point play. He's got 3 for the day. And pressuring the ball handler on the way up the court. Great fundamental defensive player is Josh Lilja. Here's Courtney. He gets it inside to Broadsword, able to put it in. 4 points for Broadsword. Three-pointer by McKenzie is front of the iron. Hope just shooting 28% so far, and also 28% from 3-point. Kalamazoo, 44% field goal shooting so far. Clayton leaves it for Atwater. A little scoopy layup doesn't go, and back the other way come the Dutch. Clayton Dykehouse in full speed. He backs up to Lilja. Lilja's going to drive the middle and has it knocked away.
Entering the line for the Hornets, number 33, Josh Decker.
Noah Hedrick will come in for the first time for the Dutch. Sophomore from Indianapolis, Covenant Christian High School. McKenzie will come out for the Dutch. And we missed a we got a sub for Kalamazoo. I'll try to get that for you too. I put my head down. We will see who the new player is for the Hornets. Here's Hedrick. Looking for a backdoor from Lilja, puts it up, and good defense by Kalamazoo, and the putback by Bicus can't go. I think it's Josh Decker who's back in the game for the Dutch. Evan Thomas in for Lilja, and I think we're going to get a timeout, and it's going to go, Kalamazoo is going to call a 30-second timeout. We will take a very brief break. If we got a 30-second chanting that you can fire up for us, we'll be right back. This is Hope Basketball. Glad you joined us for the final regular season game for both the men's and the women's. We are pleased to bring you the men's game at home today. The women are on the road at Kalamazoo College. Kalamazoo held the lead for about the first 9 minutes of this game. We're now at the 8:30 mark, and Hope does have an 18-12 lead, their biggest lead at 18-10, and Evan Thomas is fouled as he goes to the basket. That one's probably going to go against Addison Atwater.
Foul number 5, Addison Atwater. That is his first. Team's third.
20 seconds on the shot clock after the foul. Hedrick goes left side to Dykehouse, gets it inside to Thomas. Nice pass in and out to Ty George, but he can't get it to go, and Kalamazoo will hustle back the other way. Three-pointer by Courtney. He hit it and cuts the Hope lead in half. Dykehouse back quickly the other way. This is Thomas. Hedrick. 17-footer, front of the iron. A lot of front of the iron for the Dutch today, as their shooting percentage sits at 35%. Let me hit the reset button to make sure that hasn't changed. Still at 35. Bodies on the floor, and Hope's going to come away with this. They lead 18-15. Thomas works on Broadsword, who's back in the game. This is Clayton Dykehouse working on the oversized DJ Courtney. He gets it to Hedrick. Nice find in the corner, Tyler George. And finally, Tyler George kind of shrugs his shoulders like it's about time. He is a very, very good three-point shooter, but missed his first couple here today. That is his first 3 points of the game. 21-15 Hope. Atwater. Porky driving on Hedrick, picked up by George. Deep three-pointer by Josh Decker, won't go. Hedrick brings it back. Thomas. 26-footer by Jeff Bikes, won't go, but a nice rebound by Ty George, who puts a little teardrop up and in from 5 feet away. He's got 5. Porky brings it across the division line. Checked by George. Looking for a screen from Broadsword. They switch. Bikes picks up the ball handler. Here's Courtney. 22-footer. Short. Out of bounds. Olameda and Coleman in for Kalamazoo. Schoonveld in for Hope. 6:13 to go. Hope with an 8-point lead. A win today gives Hope its first outright championship in the league since, I was looking this up earlier, I believe it was the 16-17 season. They shared it in 17-18. And an upset by Kalamazoo today would prompt Calvin to be a co-champion. Everybody in this arena wearing a Hope shirt wants that not to happen, as we want to reclaim our lone championship in the 21-22 season. Atwater kicks out to Courtney, trying to find something on Thomas. Porky is checked by Schoonveld, maybe our best defensive player, who swats the ball out. Here's a alley-oop to Schoonveld. It was just a little fast and a little low, and Scooney couldn't get to it in time. He has the capability of doing that. He jumps very high, and his timing is impeccable. But the ball was just a little flat on the oop that time. Here's Courtney, and he is fouled and will go to the line. That foul is going to go against Schoonveld. That will be his first. 2 team fouls for Hope, 3 team fouls for Kalamazoo. Well played game by both teams. Not great shooting by the Dutch so far. First free throw is front of the iron by Courtney. Wigerink will check in. Hope shooting 30% for the day. Kalamazoo 39. 3-pointers equally despairing for the Dutch, 27%. Here's Thomas on the left side. Back the other way is Courtney. Wide open layup. Beat everybody down from Hope. And he cuts the Hope lead to 8, 25-17. Good hustle by DJ Courtney. Ty George, deep left corner, in front of the iron again. Rebound ricochets out to Atwater. He's going to dribble it all the way down and leave it for Olameda, who puts it up. And I think Greg Mitchell's seen enough as 2 easy baskets by Kalamazoo on the last 2 possessions. That's going to be a full timeout. No, it's going to be a 30. So Channing, give us a short one and we will be right back. This is Hope Basketball.
Intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been, if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
Welcome back to the DeVos Fieldhouse. We are glad you joined us for the final regular season game of the Hope College men's season. They will play in the tournament next week, and a victory today will give them the #1 seed and home court all next week. Dykhouse with the ball. Hope with a 6-point lead. It was a 10-point lead. Lob to Wiggerink is intercepted by Kalamazoo. Great play by Broadsword. Kalamazoo with a chance to cut it 2-4. Clayton Dykhouse intercepts the interior pass, or the entry pass, excuse me. He drives all the way on his own, but can't get it to go, and the loose ball is grabbed by Ty Horkey. And Clayton Dykhouse beats him down and is able to swat it away. Great hustle by Horkey to be able to beat everybody down except one person, Clayton Dykhouse, who beat him down and was able to slap the ball away. Injury to Horkey on that hard drive. Great play by Dykhouse. We have 3:38 remaining. Hope with a 6-point lead. It was a 10-point lead, and it almost got cut down to 4. But thanks to Clayton Dykhouse, he was able to pull away Horkey's runaway layup. Horkey will be replaced by Addison Atwater. No seniors on this Kalamazoo team. 1 junior, and that's Addison Atwater, the KVCC transfer. The future is bright in terms of returning players for head coach Nick Gerard in his 3rd season. Nice crossover dribble by Chris Clayton, but he can't get it to fall. Back the other way. Runaway layup by Evan Thomas. Just blew by Addison Atwater, and it's 27-19. Broadsword, right side, leaves it for Olameda. Top between the rings is Courtney. Drives left side on Wiggerink. Wiggerink distracts him enough with that long wing of his and is able to distract the ball. He missed the layup. And then on the scramble for the out of bounds, it actually went off Kalamazoo. Great defensive play by Tanner Wiggerink. Jackson Halbert into the game for the first time for Hope. He's a sophomore from Holland Christian. McKenzie back in, all the way across the other side to Dykhouse. Tries to drive on Courtney. Good defense by DJ Courtney. Here's McKenzie taking it to the cup, but he can't get it to go, but he gets his own rebound and he puts it back. DJ McKenzie plays with such great energy and just beats people to the ball. Just outworks them. Chris Clayton. Excuse me, Chris Caton. I've been mispronouncing his name. I apologize for that. And there's going to be a foul on Thomas as he kind of got his hands in the face of Caton accidentally, but a foul nonetheless. That will be Thomas's first.
Evan Thomas, his first, team's third.
Back into the lineup for Kalamazoo, Gabriel Sharp.
Number 2, Gabriel Sharp.
That's the second Floridian on the Kalamazoo roster. Sharp, hailing from Riverview, Florida, attended Tampa Prep High School. Broadsword leaves it for Atwater. Long three-pointer. And it's no good. Back the other way with the 10-point lead come the Dutch. Here's Halpert. Thomas between the legs, looking to work his way inside as he did all Wednesday night to pick up his game-high honors against the Knights on Wednesday. Deep in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Kalamazoo. That was Halpert. Courtney leaves it high post for Broadsword. Long three-pointer by Chris Caton. And that's going to cut the lead to 29-22. Great shot by Caton. Thomas to McKenzie. Hope shooting 37.5. And Kalamazoo hitting 35%. Even statistics so far in the field goal shooting. Neither team has shot many free throws. Both of them have a pair. Not many fouls. 3 team fouls for each so far. Atwater works it. Can't get it, so he goes way out to Gabriel Sharp with another three-pointer. And we've just dropped from an 10-point lead down to a 4-point lead on back-to-back threes. Kalamazoo just will not go away. Here's TJ McKenzie, and he answers with a 23-footer. A long three, but he was open. We found him, and that's going to be a foul on TJ. And that will be his first personal. And unfortunately for TJ, as he ended up fouling, I believe Gabriel Sharp ended up getting poked in the eye for his efforts, so he's going to have to come out. He didn't look all that pleased with the outcome of that. Here's Josh Lilja. He's going to come in for Bicus. Ty George subbed into the game for McKenzie. Atwater, checked by Dykehouse. 7-point lead for Hope, thanks to the McKenzie three on the last possession. We're down to the last few seconds for Kalamazoo to take their last shot. Another long three-pointer by Atwater, rims off. But look at this, Courtney's going to get another chance. And 2 open three-pointers by Kalamazoo, but they both come up a little short. That was a great half of basketball. We hope you will come back and join us. The score at half, 32 for Hope, 25 for Kalamazoo. We're going to take some time, and we will be back for the second half. Thanks for joining us. This is Hope Basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some very special guests joining us here for today's game. During the 2021-2022 school year, former Hope College football standout Pat Collins started a new after-school program called Panther Pathways at West Ottawa Public Schools, where Coach Collins serves as the Director of Family and Student Engagement and serves as the varsity football coach. Amongst several after-school programs, one of the most popular is the
My name is Lee Kang. I'm the 2019 Borgeson Residence artist in Hope College for this summer. I think it's very good time being here, like only focusing on my art practice, because now I'm teaching art and then I'm always like spending time with students. So like I don't feel like I have enough time to think about my work like during the semester, or like when I'm not in in residency. But being here, like been a while to think about my work. So it's very great for me to think about like just focusing on what I'm doing and who am I as an artist, The reason why I applied this residency is it's very supportive, firstly, because like I can get this whole studio only for myself, as well as like a housing and then even like a little bit of stipend. So that's very important for being an artist, thinking about my art, but then like maybe like a supportive cultures, like a background, and then I can just only focus on art. I think that's very important. For this show, like it's been like challenging for me to also figuring out the space, because the gallery space is kind of unique. And then I've been using the space that having a entire view of the imagery, and then like sculpture, video, every kind of medium that I'm using to show like what I'm trying to speak.
With 40 acres of natural beauty close to downtown Holland, the farmstead has a little bit of everything for active seniors. Except you may never want to leave your home. With a modern no-step floor plan to serve your needs for years to come, you'll forget how much there is to do around here. So here goes. Want to go over that again? Visit thefarmstead.org.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Hit the road!
Honey, did you remember to bring the GPS?
Nope.
Oh. Well, you have an app on your phone to tell us how to get where we're going?
I do not.
Really? So you have an actual map, like the kind that are hard to fold? You just know where you're going?
No idea.
Don't be this guy when it comes to financial planning. LVZ Advisors. We'll help get you there.
Hey, we're a little lost. Do you know where the lake is? Yeah.
With 40 acres of natural beauty close to downtown Holland, the farmstead has a little bit of everything for active seniors. Except you may never want to leave your home. With a modern no-step floor plan to serve your needs for years to come, you'll forget how much there is to do around here. So here goes. Want to go over that again? Visit thefarmstead.org.
We know it wasn't what you expected. An entire year filled with uncertainty,
The toll of the coronavirus.
confusion,
On the coronavirus, the COVID-19
doubt, and tension. There was loss. There was pain. We all felt the fear and the grief. An entire year wondering, is this the new normal? Will everything be all right? Yet, it was also a year filled with determination, community, innovation, and resilience. When it seemed like all was lost, we found ourselves gaining new gifts, perspectives, and purpose. We found a new appreciation for a stranger's smile, stayed connected even from afar. We had time to learn something new or revisit an old love. This year reminded us to cherish our unity, our identity, rooted in Christ as we welcome an undefined future together. And so, we return to pushing the limits of human knowledge, pushing ourselves to unknown potential, to shared passions, pursuing wisdom, and passing on traditions. We're returning to wonder, to worship, to a world where hope has a new meaning. And though it was never really gone, hope is back. And hope changes everything.
They don't love you when you cold now. They just want you when you hot. They just want you for your spot. Now they think you forgot. All the times you was down bad and they laughed at you. Now you up, now they mad at you. Taking shots, throwing jabs at you. Observing the game, I'm watching the field. Ay, you either fake or you real. Never been fan of the snakes. Lie to your back and smile in your face. No, it's not up for debate. Gotta be you if you wanna be great. Gotta stay true through all of the hate. Eyes on the prize, no time for the fake. Time for the fake, time for the fake, time for the fake. Snakes in the grass, gotta cut 'em. If they not the fam, I don't trust 'em. You know I gotta eat, I gotta hustle. Pulling on my weight, I flex my muscle. Snakes in the grass, gotta cut 'em. If they not the fam, I don't trust 'em. You know I gotta eat, I gotta hustle. Pulling on my weight, I flex my muscle. Level up, level up. I had to take it a level up. Step it up, now step it up. I had to go out and step it up. Back in the day, I was regular, no one was helping us. I had to stick to a schedule, I had to put in the work. I had to show them just what I was worth. Show them the hate didn't work. The snakes, they was lurking and plotting, they thought I would fail. But I stayed focused and stayed on my mission. And look, I prevailed. The ship finally sailed. It was a blessing. No losses but lessons. Now I'm sending the message that if you want it, go and get it. Give your haters an honorable mention. Observing the game, I'm watching the field. You either fake or you real. Never been fan of the snakes. Lie to your back and smile in your face. No, it's not up for debate. Gotta be you if you wanna be great. Gotta stay true through all of the hate. Eyes on the prize, no down for the fake. Snakes in the grass, gotta cut 'em. They not the fam, I don't trust 'em. You know I gotta eat, I gotta hustle. Pulling on my weight, I flex my muscle. Snakes in the grass, gotta cut 'em. They not the fam, I don't trust 'em. You know I gotta eat, I gotta hustle. Pulling on my weight, I flex my muscle.
the second half of this, the final regular season game for the Hope College men's basketball team. My name is Scott Vanderstoop, and it is a privilege to be with you this afternoon, and we are grateful that you have joined us amidst a very, very busy weekend. For me, I could hope that this game ends promptly and sincerely, and I'm able to run off to the Holland Aquatic Center to watch my niece in her 5 p.m. race. But right now, that will have to wait because we have another half of basketball with the Hope College Flying Dutch holding a 7-point lead against the Hornets. The Hornets played great in the first half. They had a few moments when they perhaps couldn't make some shots or otherwise couldn't execute, but for the most part they went toe-to-toe with the league leaders in the first half. Hope will start the second half with the same starters they did in the first half and a 7-point lead. Bicus at the top of the circle. Leaves for Thomas. Here's Lilja. Dykehouse. Nice pass into Evan Thomas. Clayton Dykehouse drew the defense to him and was able to find a wide open Evan Thomas. What a play. Kalamazoo coming back with a slightly different starting lineup. Olmeda in. Nicholas Olmeda starting the second half. The St. Clair Shores freshman. Lucas Broadsword with a nice reverse layup to start Kalamazoo's the second half on their first possession. And the lead is back to 7. Clayton Dykehouse will take it out near half court and will reset. Lilja comes under a screen under the basket. Bounce pass left side to Thomas. Working on Courtney, and that's going to be a shot clock violation as it didn't hit the rim. Kalamazoo will get it back. Hope College shooting 39% to Kalamazoo's 37. As I said, the score statistics very balanced. Really a clean first half. I think only 7 total fouls, 4 free throws for the two teams combined. Atwater leaves it for Josh Decker. He's going to fire up a 24-footer. Side iron, rebounded Thomas. Drives right. Nice defense by Courtney. Here's a three-pointer by Bicus. It can't go in. Back the other way comes DJ Courtney for Kalamazoo. Courtney goes all the way over into the deep corner. Nicholas Olmeda can't quite get the three-pointer. And on a rebounding foul, it's going to be Lucas Broadsword picking up his second personal foul. First team foul of the second half. First foul of the second half by either team. Kalamazoo holds the 7-point lead. You see Coach Mike Girard exhorting his Hornets to a high level of excellence as they're trying to shock the MIAA world today with an upset. Tyler George wide open, can't hit it, but a tip back by Jeff Bicus. Tyler George off his shooting game relative to where he usually is, but Bicus with the answer there. George only 2 of 8 today, well below his normal shooting average. Nice three-pointer from the deep corner, DJ Courtney. DJ Courtney now with 8 points. The lead is now 6. Kalamazoo just hanging around, and they steal the ball. Here comes Addison Atwater. Bounce pass left side to Olmeda. And we want a foul foul, Kalamazoo says. That's a foul. No call, back the other way. There was contact, clearly. Ty George. Now he finds his spot, and he finds his stroke, and he puts Hope up by 9, the biggest lead of this half. Clayton Dykehouse giving DJ Courtney all kinds of problems. Courtney comes down, and although he had a heck of a time getting the ball over half court, he fired over the shorter Dykehouse and picked up a three-point shot, and we're back down to 6. Bicus is double teamed. He'll escape to the side and leave it for Thomas. Lilja, George, low post Bicus, deep corner to Lilja. That's not his spot. Clayton Dykehouse with a left-handed scoop and score as he wiggles his way through 2 defenders. Great play by Clayton. Here's Broadsword to Courtney, checked by Bicus. Broadsword covered by George. Deep corner is Olmeida, and he hits a 3. Lucas Olmeida with 5 points on the day. Some subs coming in for both teams. We'll get them at the next dead ball. Nice backdoor play to Thomas, but he can't quite hold on. The defense catches up. Here's Lilja with a three-pointer. Josh Lilja. He doubles his point production from 3 to 6. He's got 2 3-pointers today. And more subs getting piled up here at the scorer's table as this game has great flow to it. Very few whistles, very few interruptions. Perhaps not the world's best shooting, but not many fouls. Clayton Dykehouse, 23-footer, and he hits it. And Greg Mitchell's going to call a timeout probably to get the subs in. We've got 14:44 to go, and Coach Mitchell is going to call a full timeout. We will take a full timeout break ourselves. Thanks for joining us. This is Hope Basketball.
With 40 acres of natural beauty close to downtown Holland, the farmstead has a little bit of everything for active seniors. Except you may never want to leave your home. With a modern no-step floor plan to serve your needs for years to come, you'll forget how much there is to do around here. So here goes. Want to go over that again? Visit thefarmstead.org.
At the Ross Fieldhouse, where a three-pointer by Hope College has just given the Dutch its biggest lead of the second half, and maybe tied for the biggest lead. I'd have to go back. It was either 11 or 12 was the biggest lead for the Dutch overall. Kalamazoo comes back on offense, trailing by 11. Nice back cut by Nicholas Olmeida, who didn't start the game, but he's got 7 for the day and has really played a great balanced offense and defensive game, and deserving of the second half start that he received. Schoonveld will go back out to Dykstra. Dribbles on Sharp and fouled by Sharp. Second foul of the half on Kalamazoo. First foul of the game. With the game flowing as well as this, there's nobody in foul trouble for either team. Evan Thomas. TJ McKenzie from the deep left corner, and TJ buries. TJ McKenzie. A three-pointer with somebody in his face. 50-38. Hope starting to stretch out the lead. Great rebound by Eli Schoonfeld, who leaves it for Dykhouse, falling away because otherwise he would have traveled. And Dykhouse decides to help him up as he's dribbling up the court. That was very cool. And misses by Hope. And that's going to prompt a rebounding foul on Hope. That's going to go against Hedrick. Subbing in for Kalamazoo is Chris Caton. Caton had 3 points in the first half, and Olmeda going off with a pretty serious limp. Athletic trainer Annie Kerrigan is keeping her eye out in case her professional assistance is needed. And TJ McKenzie fouls DJ Courtney coming up the court. So TJ fouls DJ. And great defense by TJ McKenzie causes a miscommunication on the inbound. Hope grabs it. They get it back to TJ, and he hits a three-pointer. TJ McKenzie, who plays with such great energy, is bringing the Hope crowd to its feet and stretching out the Hope lead. Kalamazoo starting to throw up some relatively long-range, borderline desperate three-pointers, and that's allowing Hope to stretch out the lead, which now sits at 15. Evan Thomas works on Caton. Deep corner, Dykhouse. He's going to let it roll, and it doesn't go in, but what a rebound by Schoonveld. TJ McKenzie can't get it to go, and Kalamazoo will come back the other way. DJ Courtney fires a three. The last three possessions, at least, from the Hornets have all been three-pointers. And Hope's going to call another timeout. It's a 30-second. Getting a little scattered out here. And I think Coach Mitchell wants to capitalize on the lead, settle his team down for a very good possession right now, as they can stretch this out to possibly 17 with a bucket. So that's where we are, as we are 12-23 away from a Hope College MIAA championship. An MIAA championship that with a victory they would share with no one. And that's what everybody here would like to see, wearing a Hope shirt. Just taking a quick look at the women's game in the third quarter, 7:32 to go. The Hope Flying Dutch are handling things like they almost always do, winning 65 of their last 66 games. This one they are ahead of Kalamazoo down at the Anderson Athletic Center, 51-44. And back at DeVos, the Hope men with a not quite that commanding of a lead, but a lead nonetheless. With a 15-pointer alley-oop to Schoonveld. He can't convert, but he is able to bring it down and leave it for Hedrick, but Hedrick can't get the three-pointer to fall. Lots of three-pointers from both teams, especially Kalamazoo, their last 3 or 4 possessions, knowing they probably are going to need to do that to get back in the game. DJ Courtney is fouled.
Hope College foul number 29, and his second, team's third.
That foul goes on Hedrick. That will be his second personal. Third team foul for Hope in the second half. Hornets trigger with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Atwater lose to Courtney. He loses up ahead on the turnover. It's TJ McKenzie. He's got 16 points. Normally someone known for his hustle and his defense and his playmaking has got 16 points for the Dutch today. What a night. Deep in the corner is Sharp. He can't get loose from Hedrick. Caton tries to get loose. He lets it go and it falls.
Basketball number 12, Chris Caton.
That cuts the Hope lead to 15. Schoonville drives on Coleman. Dykstra on the right side. He lets a little teardrop go up over Coleman, but it can't go. Dribbling all the way back down quickly are the Hornets. And it's DJ Courtney with a left-handed layup up over Evan Thomas. Here's Hedrick. 19-footer, and he got it. Not exactly perhaps how Coach Mitchell wanted to draw it up, perhaps wanting a little more tempered and patient possession with a 13-point lead. But I've never seen a coach turn down a made basket. And that's going to be a foul on Hedrick as Atwater takes him baseline and draws the contact. It'll be Hedrick's second personal. Oh, excuse me, his third. Got a little ahead of the scoreboard on that one. 2 points for Addison Atwater. Oh, excuse me, 2 free throws. That made free throw puts Atwater with 3 points on the night. Bickus in for Schoonveld and George in for McKenzie. After that made free throw, Addison Atwater will come out. He will be subbed in by Josh Decker. Hope with a 13-point lead, coming up on the halfway point of the second half of this game. Hedrick, good defense by Sharp, but Hope stays in possession of the ball, but they keep trying to pound it inside, and unsuccessful indeed. And Kalamazoo comes back. There were just bodies and limbs getting intertwined everywhere on that last possession. Finally, everyone breaks free, and the ball is in favor of, in possession of Kalamazoo. Here's Caton with a drive, but he can't quite get the layup to go. Thomas with the rebound, taking it all the way back down himself. Kicks to George. He hits it. Tyler George with his 11th point of the day. Started out slowly and not shooting as well as he normally does, but he's got 11 hanging by his name. Hope with a 16-point lead. Its biggest of the day. Decker. This is Courtney, gets it inside. Another nice interior pass, but the shot of Caton's is blocked by Thomas. 9 minutes to go. Hope showing good patience now. Thomas is going to be fouled by Chris Caton. Josh Lilger will check back in for Hope. Clayton Dykstra will get a break. Tyler George will trigger the baseline throw in. Looks at his first couple options and ends up with Jeff Bickus on the baseline. All the way across the other end of the court is Tyler George, who is a master at drawing contact on three-point shots. Case in point, this most recent foul on Gabriel Sharp. That will be his second personal foul. Coach Gerard can't quite understand how that would be a foul. But if you've watched him on film, you know that Tyler George draws a lot of contact. More contact, I think, than I've seen from any player in the league this year or perhaps in many previous years. First free throw is good, as is the second. TJ McKenzie will give a break to Hedrick. Here's George with his third free throw of this sequence. And that one rims out. George with 13 points. Pressure by Hope on Kalamazoo coming up. Chris Caton, front court, top of the circle. A couple of wheel passes. The ball ends up in the hands of Josh Decker. Corner, it's going to go back to Josh Decker, but he has his shot blocked. Tyler George ends up with a loose ball, drives all the way down and doesn't get the call, but Evan Thomas with a great offensive rebound. And we're going to have a timeout by Kalamazoo. We got 8:05 to go before we crown Hope College as the MIAA champion. But we got some business to take care of first. This timeout. We'll be right back. This is Hope Basketball. Between the Kalamazoo College Hornets and the Hope College Flying Dutch. Kalamazoo will have the ball under the Hope College basket on that last loose ball that went out of bounds, last off of Hope. They have a big hill to climb against the league-leading Dutchman. This is DJ Courtney, who drives in. Looked like a lot of contact, no call. Bicus fires up a three. No good, but Tyler George with the rebound. Another shot by Hope ricochets out. It's going to come back the other way for the Hornets. Courtney works on Bicus. Corner to Decker. And Lucas Broadsword picks up his 8th point of the day on a nice play by Kalamazoo College. Lead is 16. George to Thomas. Left-handed dribble, pulls up with a 10-footer. He can't get it to go. Kalamazoo with the rebound. Nice rebound and dribbling by DJ Courtney. He's going to let it rip, and he gets a three-pointer. Kalamazoo has made it clear that if they're going to get back in this game, it's going to be with threes because they've been launching them for about the last 5 minutes. And the lead is down to 13. And another turnover picked up by Kalamazoo. Credit the Hornets. They are not going away. Nice inside-out pass to Lucas Broadsword, but it's swatted away. But then Hope threw the ball to nobody. Sloppy play has a discouraged and disgusted face from Coach Mitchell saying, boys, we need to play sharper basketball. Although they played well most of this, the last 2 or 3 possessions have not been crisp, and that has caused the lead to drop from 18 down to 13. And Kalamazoo has the ball. Olmeda gets it low post to Broadsword, but he can't hold on to it. Josh Lilja comes up. Nice bounce pass ahead to Tanner Wingering, who hammers it home. What a pass by Lilja. And what a graceful dunk by Tanner Wigerink. And we've got an injury as Wigerink did his best not to, we'll see on the replay, he did his best not to land on his opponent, but really couldn't do much. I guess he could have stayed up on the rim a little longer. But poor DJ Courtney was waiting there at the bottom when Tanner Wigerink came home with his slam. Alma leading Olivet in another men's game going on right now. They got 10:04 to go in the second half. Alma up 66-57. Albion and Calvin will not play until 5:30 tonight. That'll be a big game for both teams. And Trine and Adrian have scheduled a 3 o'clock tip. However,
for the Hornets, number 5, Addison.
do we have? Oh, we do have some scores. Let's see. We've got in the second half, Adrian ahead of the Trine Thunder, 46-38. How about that? For the Adrian College Bulldogs, making some noise at the Merillat Center, their home court, a tough place to play, and the Trine Thunder are indeed finding that out. Nice defense from behind by Tanner Wigerink. Blocks the shot. Kalamazoo will remain in possession with 13 on the shot clock. 5:06 to go. Hope hitting 43% on the day from field goal range, 37% for the Hornets, and there's going to be a foul on Tyler George driving to the basket. Chris Caton creates the contact before the shot, and it will be Kalamazoo's basketball. Big possession for Kalamazoo if they can get that down to 11 or maybe even 10. But Hope with some tough defense at this point. They kick it out. That's Josh Decker. But he can't get it to go. Evan Thomas with a big rebound. And a big possession coming up for Hope as they can stretch it to 17. Time is now definitely on the side of the Dutch. Hope showing great patience. Perhaps the energy dropping a little bit on their offensive possessions, but that probably comes when you're trying to milk a little clock. And the foul on the drive is going to go against Sam Coleman as Evan Thomas got him up in the air.
Kalamazoo foul number 44, Sam Coleman, his second, team's fifth.
So E.T. will go to the line to shoot 2. Thomas with 14 on the night. Balanced scoring. TJ McKenzie leads all with 16. Then Thomas with 14 and George with 13. 3 players in double figures. And it isn't an extraordinarily high scoring game. Hope with only 64. Make it 65 and a 16-point lead. Addison Atwater finds a nice back door to Chris Caton. What a play. 65-51. Coming up under 4 minutes to go. Hope needs to show patient and disciplined offense, but they still need to be aggressive and make moves toward the basket. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas, nice move as he gets around Atwater, but he can't get it to go. But Wigerink with the rebound. He's going to kick it to George for 3. No. And it's going to go back the other way to the Hornets. Great rebound by Tanner Wigerink and a wise choice to kick it back. To kick it back to George as he did not really have a great look on the rebound. Vikas is going to sub in for Wigerink. And Hope will be in possession. 3:28 to go. Josh Lilja back in the game. If I ever accidentally call him George Lilja, it's because George Lilja is his uncle. Famous famous University of Michigan center, and then a many-year NFL player, including one Super Bowl. Josh, his uncle, Josh is his nephew. And his parents, of course, were here today. Josh's parents on senior day. Gabriel Sharp with a nice play working on Lilja. Kind of muscles his way down into the paint and picks up a bucket. 67-53. Time continuing to wind down. Thomas works on Atwater, gets it inside, and holds the layup just a little longer to get the block out of the way, and was able to put it in. 17 for Thomas, now the leading scorer. 16-point lead. And we're going to have a foul on Hope on defense. I think it's going to go on Lilja. That will be his first foul, and as aggressively as he plays on defense, it's pretty amazing that he's only fouled once, because he is a suffocating defender, as is Eli Schoonveld. I think we're going to keep the camera rolling after the game, and MIAA Commissioner Penny Allen Cook is going to award the MIAA Men's Basketball Regular Season Championship trophy to head coach Greg Mitchell. Clayton Dykehouse with a nice left-handed drive and layup. 71-53. We're a minute and a half to go. Channing, if you could give me that one more time. I don't think I quite caught that. We will indeed keep it rolling. I will sign off and let the good folks who do the camera and the production work to let you guys enjoy the celebration. Right now we have another celebration, which is all three of our seniors are getting a well-deserved standing ovation as they leave the game with 1:13 to go. Josh Lilja getting his hugs, as is Jeff Ficus, as is Tyler George, who gets a hug from his dad, assistant coach Ken George. After an illustrious career as the head coach at Forest Hill Central High School, we were able to lure him over here to be one of our assistants, and it has been a gift for us, and it's been great to watch Tyler and Ken be able to play as father-son coach and player, I should say. New substitution in the game is Jack Wheeler, a 6'4" freshman from Hazlitt. And that basket is good by Nathan Sharp, a new player in the game. Excuse me, Gabriel Sharp, not a new player in the game. He's been in there a lot. He's got 7. And we are under a minute to go. Sam Versteeg, the freshman from Grand Rapids, he's into the game. Schoonveld's in, as is Robert Nosek, folks who don't get as many minutes. And we got a foul on, it's going to go on Gabriel Sharp, and that's going to be the 16th foul. So we're still not going to get a free throw. So it'll be an inbound. But first, we're going to get Jackson Halbert into the game, and we're going to get Brady Swinehart, the junior from Ionia. And Sam Versteeg is going to lead the team in a little bit of cheering as we are done with this game. The final score is going to be Hope College 71, Kalamazoo College 55. They are your MIAA regular season men's basketball champions. Congratulations to Coach Mitchell and everybody in the program. We are glad you have joined us. I'm going to turn my mic off and let you all enjoy the presentation of the trophy to our Hope College regular season MIAA champions. Thanks for joining us, everyone. This is Hope Basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please direct your attention to center court, where Hope College Athletic Director Tim Schoonbag will present the 2021-2022 Men's Basketball Regular Season Conference Championship Trophy to your Hope College Flying Dutchman.
right, all right, Yes, sir. All right, yes, sir. Way to go, boys. Go. Got that trophy right there.